Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Khalil, the host of Khalil Sports. We're coming to you live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, loud and carrying. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk with you guys about the fact that the T-Wolves, the Wolves, Twins, and the Wild they postponed their games yesterday because of the death toll of Daunte Wright, by the way, of merciless cops in Minnesota, in Brooklyn Heights, Minnesota, by the way. I believe it's Brooklyn Heights, Minnesota. Or sorry, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, by the way. And this is all just 1 year after George Floyd was deceased by a merciless cop, and that cop was on trial. Is currently on trial still. Derek Chauvin, you guys know for sure. Definitely gives you guys what went down on Sunday. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that the Knicks defeated the Lakers 111-96. Say what that and say that is how much a big win that was for the Knicks. I'll tell you about the fact that a former female student has sued Evansville and Walter McCartney of sexual assault, by the way. I'll get you guys to that. A Moline PD are investigating the incident at a Moline High School where a black high school football student player, by the way, was forced to sit in the locker stuff with banana peels. Get you guys to that for sure. And how that's escalating and where repercussions can be taken there. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that Julian Edelman has retired, by the way, out of his contract right now, due to a failed physical, by the way. Jamal Murray's on the show. Tore an ACLs on his left knee, by the way. He's done for. Brett Reed's been charged with a felony DWI. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that let's see. We got what I got. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that Yu Chang calls out the racist anti-Asian social media messages after an error in the Cleveland innings loss to the White Sox. By the way, get you guys to that for sure. What he said. The Sixers defeated the Mavs 113-95. And also the fact that the Crimson Hog Ranger and Ryu Ranger and Chun-Li Ranger, Blue Phoenix Ranger, they're coming back. Ryu and Chun-Li, they're coming back for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Like much like what their Legacy Wars. Get you guys to that. It's pretty good news there. And that's all. And that's all there is for that, everybody. NXT's moving to Tuesday night, starting tonight, everybody. That's all there's. Also, Shane Lee, William, Aaron Rodgers, they got a little comfy in their in Disney World interview. And I'll tell you what was being said there. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna surprise a lot of people. And I'll tell you what could have been said for sure. That's all there is I'm gonna say on that, everybody. First things first, everybody. I'm gonna start things off with the fact that the Wolves, Twins, and the Wild have postponed their games because of the racist incident, the racist death toll that happened to Daunte Wright, by the way, who was deceased by a cop during a traffic stop, by the way. Now two cops, by the way, Kim Potter and Tim Gannon they have resigned after the incident on Sunday, by the way, during the traffic stop in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, by the way. This is 1 year. This is 1 year after George Floyd was deceased by the hands of merciless cops. And clearly, it was uncalled. And that piece of trash cop is now on trial, but still on trial, by the way, for sure. I'll tell you about that. This is just clearly. And get this, though. Daunte Wright was 20 years old. He's got kiddos of his own. And that he was pulled over because of the fact that his windshield's tail lights, I think it's like windshield, or however we want to say it, though. His windshield that is was hanging, by the way. And to be honest, something needs to be said here. It is just absolutely. It is just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And you got Minnesota fans protesting of the shooting of Daunte Wright, who was only 20 years old. We've seen this stuff happen time and time again, and obviously, it feels like there's not enough action has been taken yet, and it feels like no one's not doing enough. How are individuals going to prevent these disasters from? How are individuals going to prevent racist accidents or racist death tolls from ensuing? Yeah, we've seen this happen to Jacob Blake when he was shot though, but he's still alive. By the way, he's still alive. That was in Milwaukee. By the way, I'll tell you about that. George Floyd's death toll took everybody, and that didn't sit with anybody could tell you about that. And it was about a year. It was a year ago that everybody, the Bucks, Brewers, they all canceled their games, and they postponed their games. By the way, over the Jacob Blake shooting. By the way, that was last year, and now next thing you know, you had the Wild, the Twins, and the Wolves. They had to postpone their games. By the way, because the shooting death toll happened to Daunte Wright, who was only 20 years old, by the way, and he had a kid, up, by the way, as well. The cops were telling him, get out of the car, and then next thing you know, Daunte Wright says, "What I did? What's wrong?" And they were like, "Well, no, get out of your car." And basically right here, it didn't sit with anybody else to tell you about that. And honestly, people were very upset. So Kim Potter and Tim Gannon, they have been released, by the way, following the shooting incident. And here's the thing, though. One cop was confused with how do you not know the difference between a stun gun and a handgun? That cop was trying to use a stun gun or a taser. But clearly, it's just ridiculous. This is all such ridiculous, and it's complete BS. I know a lot of fans. I know a lot of Minnesota folks, fans right now, are in absolute disarray yet again. And clearly, every cop is held accountable for their own actions. They all are. And cops get away with this stuff. It's just uncalled for. I mean, racist cops in particular, they just simply have no remorse. And then, come on, it was a lieutenant, a lieutenant that was black, by the way, was being racially profiled by a cop, and for no reason. This is disrespectful. There needs to be looking like Black Lives Matter the most. And I can tell you this, other teams, whether the NBA, NHL, MLB, whether it's going to be, NFL's not going on anymore, I'll tell you that, but it's not till next season, by the way. Vikings, they did issue a statement, by the way, postponing their games because of the incident that happened to Daunte Wright, who was deceased at 20. It's way too young there. And clearly, this is absolutely uncalled for. So, gotta be said here. And yeah, I'm ashamed of how this is all ensuing. So, ladies and gents, use the hashtag justice for Daunte Wright. Because let me tell you, these racist death tolls can't happen anymore. They cannot happen. Use a voice. Yeah, if you got a voice, use it. Fans are sick to death of seeing black individuals being seized by cops, by rogue cops. It will remember race there, black, white, Asian. Seriously, it has to end. Racial profiling, racist murders, those have to end by any and all means necessary. Some people, fans, step up. Step up here. This is uncalled for, people. Absolutely uncalled for. It's a shame right now that people had to witness, people are witnessing this death toll amongst other black individuals. It's ridiculous. It's uncalled for. And they had to pull this kiddo over because the fact that it's I think his taillights, something like that. The fact that his taillights weren't even, clearly it's just ridiculous. They told him, get out of the cars. We'll step, and they're trying to cuff this kid up. And as for shirts information, for shirts information here, because it's air fresheners hanging from the rearview mirror, and clearly, some's got, and clearly, just go with the police. All right, they're trying to arrest this kid, and then next for no reason they had to shoot this guy. I mean, they instead of using, they were trying to use a taser. Clearly, look, guys, I know a lot of you guys are very upset right now. I know you guys are hurting. All right, your voices are going to be heard. I know your voices want to be heard. I get that a lot. I get that. BLM, Black Lives Matter, somebody's got to step up here because this is ridiculous. We've seen this happen to Khalil Castillo. We've seen this happen to Jacob Blake, who was still alive from the shooting that took place in Milwaukee. We've seen this happen to. We've seen this happen to Trayvon Martin. We've seen this happen to other black individuals that were deceased, lost their lives, and even illnesses as well. But clearly, it's gotten worse and worse by the minute, and black individuals are being targeted for no reason, racially profiled, and for no reason. This is and the injustice that folks have to deal with, and it's gotten worse by the minute. And it feels like there's not enough legal action that has to be taken here. So, cops need to not make any more regrets. Those two cops should be arrested, should be charged, badges removed, released, exiled forever, placed on trial. That's it. I'm saying death of saying black individuals get deceased like this. It's ridiculous. This is another sick, racist display of cops doing heinous acts. They're heinous. I mean, look, not all cops are racist. I mean, clearly, but some cops are good, the others are bad, and they do heinous stuff, and they get a bit racist. And clearly, cops targeting black individuals needs to stop. Racist cops, by the way, and then it results in racist death tolls. It has to end. When is enough gonna be enough? When? Something's got to give here, because there's going to be. I'll tell you this: there's going to be repercussions for those two cops that shot down Daunte Wright. There better be some repercussions for these two cops. And you saw these protests in Minnesota, Brooklyn Center, and clearly this is ridiculous. I mean, all the other teams are going to use their voices. Players, athletes, celebs, they're going to have their voices heard too. Despite the death of Daunte Wright, they're going to speak up. Whenever that happens, that's good. That's that. So obviously, this has to end. We saw what happened to George Floyd. It's like 14. It's like 14 miles away from that. And clearly, now Daunte Wright. Are you kidding me? The kid was 20. He had kiddos of his own, and he's a father figure too. I mean, my condolences. So my condolences are out to Daunte Wright's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, all of his subscribers out there, all of his close ones, friends, colleagues, of this horrific racist tragedy that just happened this past Sunday, and repercussions. Every person, every cop are held accountable for their own actions. This is unacceptable. This will not be tolerated. Racist deaths are not going to be tolerated by the hands of rogue cops. They're not going to be tolerated. This is absolutely unacceptable. And there needs to be police reform. There needs to be something seriously. It has to. Yes, I'm a black individual. I'm a black megastar myself. All right. And clearly, sometimes cops have gone on the line. They have. Depending on the personality, the looks. Clearly, people need to understand though that this has to end. Use it. If you got a voice, use it. If you're going to protest, for Black Lives Matter, despite what happened to Daunte Wright, do so. I mean, yes, there have been 40 arrests. Voice your opinion. Use it. And they're gonna have some GoFundMe campaign, and then I'll tell you what's gonna happen here. All right, Daunte Wright's family members are gonna sue the Minnesota police. Brooklyn Center Police, the ones that took out Daunte Wright. By the way, they will sue Brooklyn. They will sue Brooklyn. They will sue the police. They will literally sue those two cops that allegedly shot and took out Daunte Wright. They will literally decide to press charges against them, which they will, by the way. They will, more importantly, specifically decide to place them on trial, much like Derek Chauvin is, and the cop that had a knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes 46 seconds, which is unacceptable. And that cop is still on trial, by the way, as well. Those two cops are going to be sent to court, placed on trial, and they're going to be jailed. If they're convicted, they're going to get a huge prison. I don't care if it's 25, 50, 75 years behind bars. Guys, you can say what you want, but those two cops, they're going to have hell to pay for what they did to Daunte Wright. They will. There will be hell to pay, folks. So I suggest Daunte Wright's family members take action, and the supporters that are friends of Daunte Wright, they will also take legal action as well. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. So clearly, guys, your opportunity to speak up against racist death tolls. Much of what happened to Daunte Wright. And his kiddos right now, they can't visit his family members. They went with a visit. So there's going to be a funeral memorial for him, which there will be for sure, whether this week, next week, because clearly this is unacceptable. It's not going to be tolerated anymore. I can tell you that right now, guys. So what happened to Daunte Wright should not happen to anybody else or any other black individual, more specifically on that note. So clearly, guys, just for once, take action. All right. If you see something, say something. If you see a heinous act that should not be said, if you see a heinous act that's being displayed, try to diffuse the issue. That's all you gotta do. Diffuse the issue, settle it in a calm and peaceful manner. All right. You can have a peaceful protest all you want. All right. Or just not protest at all. Voice your opinion. Speak out on racial injustice. That's all you guys can do, guys. So clearly, guys, I suggest that all cops should all face repercussions. All cops need to avoid disaster, and clearly, cops they need to. Look, some are good, some are bad, but clearly, what happened? Some cops should not be racist. Racist death tolls, racist murders. It's just unacceptable. It's just it can't happen anymore. It can't happen. And cops get away with this stuff. How do you explain that? How? So there is going to be repercussions ahead of those two cops that shot down Daunte Wright. There will be. Make no mistake about this, everybody. Use the hashtag. Everybody use the hashtag Justice for Daunte Wright. That's all you gotta do. Justice for Daunte Wright. That's all you gotta do, guys. So I know you guys are very upset right now. I know you guys are just, one of those two cops to be arrested and charged, which needs to happen. And we all know what happened to Breonna Taylor and those cops that have not been arrested or charged yet. But clearly, there needs to be some poetic justice. There needs to be some, reform. There needs to be repercussions. There needs to be just resolutions that they got to be resolved here, because this is unacceptable. Because Black individuals need to stop being destroyed and have their lives taken away by merciless cops, by racist cops. This is unacceptable. Racist death tolls and the people behind this racist cops, nor just racist individuals. It doesn't matter which one. All right, those individuals are going to be charged and facing losses ahead of them. That's it. So, guys, say what you want, but once again, my condolences out to Daunte Wright's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, his close friends, his colleagues, kiddos, of this horrific racist tragedy that happened Sunday during a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. And I hope those two cops are jailed for life. That's all I can say on that, everybody. And face repercussions ahead. And that's it. There's going to be consequences for those cops, and that's that, everybody. So, guys, speak out on it. Speak out. All you got to do. That's all you got to do. All right, another time I want to get into, by the way, the Knicks defeated the Lakers. That's the 111-96. That is the biggest win of the Knicks' career. I'll tell you that. Julius Randle scored 34 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Elfrid Payton scored 20 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 assists. D. Rose scored 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Reggie Bullock scored 12 points, 2 rebounds, and steals, 3 assists. Dennis Schroder scored 21 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Markieff Morris scored 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. And Kuzma scored 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. I got to tell you this. The Knicks, they most certainly disappoint. I'll tell you that. Knicks right now are like 20-27. I mean, they're doing really good. I'll say that for sure. The Knicks, they're definitely going to that play-in tournament. I'll say that right now, guys. And if it came down to the Knicks versus the Lakers in the NBA Finals, oh my goodness. All eyes on Orange Julius Randle, everybody. All eyes on him. Guys, say what you want. But at the end of the day here, Julius Randle, he is a future because he's playing he's racking up like 30 plus points here. Like, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing for the Knicks, especially from Julius Randle and from Reggie Bullock, Elfrid Payton, R.J. Barrett, D. Rose. But oh my goodness, wow! The Knicks right now, they are going to be the wild card. Knicks right now, they have to be the wild card in the playoffs. They're doing really good so far. So I don't think it's going to be something whatsoever, though. But my goodness, the Knicks beating the Lakers, that's the biggest win of their career. I'll tell you, that's the biggest win for them. So congrats to my Knicks getting a big one on the Lakers. And without killing brothers, 83. That's all for that. Can the Knicks finally get to the NBA Finals? Or the Knicks say to the Lakers, we're going to see you guys in the NBA Finals if we get there, that is. So that's the message being sent there. And I got to say, the Knicks right now, they're looking pretty good. They were just, wow. That is a huge message to the Knicks out there. I got to say, that's a huge message to them. So the Knicks right now, wow. And I mean, wow, that's that. So, wow. I mean, the Knicks keep winning games. I was looking to you guys going to get the playoff spot, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Knicks get to the playoffs. I'm looking forward to seeing the Knicks win games. I'm looking forward to seeing the Knicks get to Eastern Conference Finals if necessary. I also look forward to the Knicks getting to the NBA Finals for sure, which will be a first for them. So, wow. I'm just looking forward to that, but so the Knicks right now, man, I would get what I consider as NBA champs. That's gonna be a question that a lot of guys are gonna ask. I'm sure a lot of guys are gonna know for sure. So wow. So the Knicks, that's pretty good. Congrats to them on that. Best is just Mr. Myers, by the way. And that's all I gotta say on that. Also, some other news that Jamal Murray has been on the shelf with a torn ACLs on his left knee, so that's not looking good for him. And he is done for. So the Nuggets right now, they may no longer be plug contenders anymore. Jamal Murray is the reason why the Nuggets were the underdogs. The only reason why the Nuggets made it to the Western Conference Finals. The reason why the Nuggets, by the way, they've won a lot of games. The reason why the Nuggets right now are one of the top seeds in the Wild West Conference, and the reason why the Nuggets have been a huge success since. So the Nuggets right now, they're done. I mean, I think it's safe to say the Nuggets aren't going to be better off without Jamal Murray. So that's it. Nuggets are going to be done for it. And they can have a first-round loss to whoever they face in the playoffs. So Nuggets are going to be done. That's it. They're done. So that's that for them. That's that for them. Also, some other news here. Julian Edelman has retired after 12 seasons with the Pats, everybody. After his contract ran out, and after failing a physical, due to the fact they failed a physical, and even though the fact that, well, the Pats didn't get back to the playoffs, the Pats didn't, didn't make it back to the AFC title game, the fact that they didn't make it back to the Super Bowl, and the fact that the Pats are no longer a Super Bowl team anymore. They used to be when Tampa Bay was there. Belichick last season, well, that's that. So that's the first time that's ever ensued here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first time it's ever fall. Julian Edelman retiring after 12 seasons with the Pats. Best yet there. So that's that for him, everybody. If you guys thought that was Tampa Bay, well, Tom Bates wants to keep playing until he's like 45 or 45 or 46, so and so. And Tom Bates, he doesn't got a lot of football left in him though. If this is Bill Belichick retiring, by the way, oh wow, guys, wow, that would be it. The problem is that Bill Belichick will be going down as one of the greatest coaches in NFL history and all Super Bowl history. I'll tell you that he's only won like 10. He's been to 10 Super Bowls, won 6 of them. With Tampa Bay, Tom Brady was there, but Tom Brady, he's with the Tampa Bay Bucks now. So, and he's already got a certain Super Bowl ring. So that's that for him. So the reason why this is because the Pats right now, they're no longer a playoff team. So Julian Edelman must have gone to the office and just said, if we're not getting back to the playoffs, if we're not going to get back to the Super Bowl anymore and become, 8-time Super Bowl champs, and that's that. Or 7-time Super Bowl champs, then that's that. So, he's a 3-time Super Bowl champ and a former Super Bowl MVP. We get Julian Edelman. We all know that for sure. So Julian Edelman did the right thing, retiring as of yesterday, and that's the best news yet there. No way that Julian Edelman's going to come out of retirement ever. Not come out of retirement ever. Yes, I know a lot of you guys wanted to see Tampa Bay retire, which he could have done with his Pats, or he could do so with the Bucks. If they're not going to run it back. Or next domino that's ever going to fall, the pub master, Bill Belichick. If that ensues before the season even starts or during the season, oh, wow. That would be it. That would literally be it for that. I already knew that's going to be it for Julian Edelman, but that would probably be it for Belichick for sure. I'll tell you that. So, Julian Edelman's one of those high prolific athletes out there. We all know that. Former Super Bowl champion of his own right. But if this comes down to Bill Belichick retiring, by the way, that's that. That's it. So, oh wow. The next time it's ever fall would have to be Bill Belichick, everybody. So guys, that happens. That's that. So the Pats, they're no longer gonna be contenders. I'll tell you that. They gotta find a new weapon to get. So everybody, just stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned. So I got news for that, everybody. So you just get over that. Also, some of the news here: the Sixers defeat the Mavs 113-95, where Joel Embiid scored 36 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Furkan Korkmaz scored 20 points, 2 rebounds and steals, 1 assist. Tobias Harris scored 10 points, 4 rebounds and assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks. Luka Doncic scored 32 points, 4 rebounds and assists, 1 steal and a block. Jalen Brunson scored 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And Dorian Finney-Smith scored 12 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist and steal. I saw Luka Doncic. He kicked a ball right to the basket and he made it. Like, oh my goodness, wow, he's amazing. So that's all there is for that, everybody. So Sixers, they still beat the Mavs, by the way. So Sixers are gonna be top teams to beat, and that's all I got to say there, everybody. So nothing more to use doing that. Also, some other news here, by the way. Yu Chang calls out a racist anti-Asian American or anti-Asian social media messages after an error in the Cleveland Indians loss to the White Sox, by the way. He tweeted, by the way, excellent freedom of speech in the right direction. I accept all comments, positive or negative, not racist responses. He's a native of of Taiwan descent, everybody. Thank you and love you all. # stop Asian hate. So clearly, We also what happened in ATL when an individual shot down 6 individuals at some spas and at some spas. That some of them are Asian, by the way, and clearly it's just unacceptable. And next thing you know, it's just ridiculous. So Asians need to stop being targeted. I'll say the same for black individuals. They've been targeted too many times. I'll tell you that. And they want this to end. Black lives matter and Asian lives matter. It can't be like, all lives matter. No. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter. Stop Asian hate, stop black hate. So clearly, guys, that was nothing but a hate crime. Look, what it was an absolute hate crime. What that was. That's that. So Huge Shank spoke up on it, and he's not having it anymore. So I'll tell you that right now. So that's all there is to everybody on that note. So he just calls him out. Other news I want to get into, by the way, Britt Reed's been charged with a felony DWI. This all stems from a car crash that he got into back in February before the Super Bowl even started. By the way, he was charged with a felony DWI after getting involved in a car crash back in February that injured a little girl and hospitalized the little girl, Ariel Young, by the way. And if convicted, Britt Reed gets 7 years behind bars. If convicted, by the way, he got released on a $100K bail bond. And can't consume any alcohol materials at any of the stores or any establishment that sell alcohol. He can't buy alcohol at any of the stores. He can't purchase it at all. I'll tell you that. And so here that he has to report to a dependency services clinic for pretrial supervision. He's going to be subject to random drug testing. He has to use an alcohol and GPS monitoring devices. Reed drove 84 miles per hour. In his in his Dodge Ram truck, by the way. That's 2 seconds before his Dodge Ram truck collided with the Chevy Impala and a Chevy Traverse, by the way. One vehicle's battery died, and the other vehicles owned by a cousin carried to help, by the way. Now, Reed's BAC level was 0.113. That's above the legal limit of 0.08. So Britt Reed was released, by the way. Stem from that car crash that he was in, and obviously knew this was going to happen. So obviously, Britt Reed's obviously, I think that this has been a long time coming from though. So you knew this was going to happen. You all knew it was going to happen. So honestly, that's that for him. So Britt Reed missed a piece of trash. I mean, he admitted to taking 2 or 3 drinks, and he had the prescription of Adderall. So that's that for him. And also those are because he's got the face. And that's that, everybody. Other than that, everybody on that news. Also, some other news I want to get into, ladies and gentlemen. That let's see here. Let's see. Moline PD. They have investigated an incident at Moline High School, where a black high school football player was forced to sit in a locker stuffed with banana peels, while a fellow player intended to break both his knees if refusing. The team returned from away game. The cops were waiting at the Moline High School, interviewing everyone who had a role in the incident. By the way, all athletes identified in the incident and our fellow teammates of his different and similar rate. They're different and similar races to the victim. Now, students are all friends, while the Moline County Valley High School District, they're going to be taking action against this incident. So clearly, this should not happen to anyone else. All right. Black individuals being disgraced and being disrespected like this, it's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. All right? If black individuals are being victims of racist hate crimes or racist incidents, they gotta stand up for themselves. Speak up. Say something. Don't just don't just do what they tell you though. In an awful manner. Just ignore them, right? Walk away, ignore them for once. Quit the team. You could have done that. Look, this black individual would just quit the team. And I'll tell you this, that black football player, high school football player, would intentionally file a lawsuit against Mullen High School, the football players or his team, I guess. And whoever those individuals that did this to him are going to be arrested and press charge and have charges against them and jailed. So clearly, this is like racist profiling. It's what this is. And it's just another racist hate crime. It has to stop. All right, enough is enough. Clearly, there needs to be legal action here. Repercussions are going to be waiting him. Not only that, there needs to be some actions need to be taken, and there needs to be some poetic justice that needs to ensue. So somebody step up and say something. If you got a voice, use it. Use it. So honestly, folks, I hope those individuals got what's coming to them. I hope they get arrested. I hope they get kicked out of that team. That black football player, that high school player that was being disrespected in a racist manner, unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. So I'm ashamed of that. What happened to that black high school player should not happen to nobody else or no other black individual. I'll tell you that. It's just ridiculous if that happens. Absolute ridiculousness. So that's that. All right, guys. All right, ladies and gents. Others I want to get into, by the way, that a female student, by the way, has sued a men's basketball coach by the name of Walter McCarty, who was a former Evansville men's basketball coach, by the way. He was being accused of sexual assault, by the way. And the Evansville, they failed to provide a safe environment or safe haven, if you will. Now, the woman was also a former Evansville athletic trainer. Sam McCarty sent immature text messages and on social media, by the way. Women said that led to McCarty pressuring her to visit his house, where he sexually assaulted her back in December 9th of 2019. Also says right here that woman was in counseling, by the way, to file a report with Evansville through Crime Stoppers. The woman had issues, academic and social issues, after the assault, by the way, took place, and she had PTSD, by the way. Now, Evansville got numerous other reports of misconduct by McCarty after he got hired back in March of 2018. Evansville, they let him go. They gave him the pink slip back in January 2020 for allegations of misconduct, sexual assault allegations against him. Now, the lawsuit seeks unspecified damages amount, including actual and compensatory damages, court costs or court fees, attorneys fees, and pre and post judgment interest. Now, McCarty denies these allegations for sure. So, McCarty, he mentioned a little piece of trash, and it's very unclear if Coach Walter McCarty was ever arrested or charged for that. I can tell you that. The woman used the alias Jane Doe, by the way, to protect her identity. And Coach McCarty, by the way, was under fire, by the way. Now it's very unclear if he was ever arrested or charged, by the way. I can tell you that. And it's very unknown that even happened or not. But I could tell you, though, that even if he was arrested or charged from that incident, he will be jailed by now. If he was convicted, he could get time like 25 or 50 years behind bars on that note. So that's that for him, everybody. So that's that. So Coach Walter McCarty was accused of sexual harassment, assault, misconduct, and that's all there is for that. So there needs to be legal action needs to be taken, by the way. I'll tell you that. Legal action, repercussions needs to be taken. That's all there is I can say on that, everybody. Also, some other news I want to get into. You know, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Wood, they were spending time together at Disney World. They were at this interview, and I'll tell you what's being said. I'll tell you what's being said here. They were at this interview in Disney World with Aaron Shailene Woodley, by the way. And they said that they're a couple, by the way. They got engaged back in February. And it says right here though that I think one of the reporters said, "What's the one thing that makes you smile?" They both point to each other, and then Shailene Woodley said, "This guy," and Rodgers says, "You." So, and Shailene Woodley said, "Oh, you're so cute, baby." Rodgers said, "Yep. You always make me smile. You always give me that good mood." And honestly, Shailene said a bath, and they said what they want to do after a long day. Shailene Woodley said a bath or a shower, I guess, and wine. Rodgers said cuddle time. Like my goodness, my goodness. And then next thing you know it, Shailene Woodley admitted the two sing songs from Disney together. Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers, get this. Rodgers said for the plan for this experience was to lock and load all of Disney World. Let me tell you this right now, all right? You know, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley, they can dress as all they want. But the only time that would ever happen, and get this, what should have been said here is that, are you going to win another Super Bowl and a Super Bowl ring? And Shailene Woodley would have said, "Are you going to do so, Aaron Rodgers? Are you going to win me? Are you going to win us a title? Are you going to win another Super Bowl title of your own? And you're a three-time MVP. You're engaged three-time MVP. Are you going to win another Super Bowl title on your own for us before we end up, doing the wedding showcase?" That's the argument right. That's the argument right there that would have been said. The only time that's going to happen is if he gets to maybe another Super Bowl, let alone win another Super Bowl title of his own before he retires. And yes, Aaron Rodgers, he's still hosting Jeopardy, and he's doing really good at it, though. He's doing 10 episodes, so he's doing good on that. But my goodness, Aaron Rodgers, Shailene Woodley, my goodness. You may as well just wait till you get another Super Bowl. That's what you could have done. Aaron Rodgers may as well retire, by the way. And he could have retired when he's still doing and he can still host Jeopardy full time. That's music everybody says, which it is. So that's what would have been said there. Then if you say, are you going to get another Super Bowl for Shailene Woodley and then show it to you on your wedding day? That's what could have said. That's what could have been said there. I'll tell you that. So Aaron Rodgers, you know, you may as well retire for sure, even though you may or may not try to get to another Super Bowl. You're trying to get to another Super Bowl and then trying to win another Super Bowl, that is. I mean, yes, he's a three-time Super Bowl MVP. He's a former Super Bowl MVP. We all know that. But fact is, Aaron Rodgers, you know, may not have them anymore. I'll tell you that. So I think he's got still a lot left in the tank. He may not have much though. So I think it's to Aaron Rodgers, Shailene Woodley. You know, Aaron Rodgers would have said to Shailene Woodley, "I'm gonna get another Super Bowl ring. I'm gonna get a Super Bowl title. I'm gonna make good on our behalf. I'm gonna make good on my behalf and on your behalf. I'll show it on the wedding day." That could have been said during the interview. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers is trying to do what he has to do. Yes, we all know he's still the GOAT. We all know that. But Aaron Rodgers, you better be sure you make good on your behalf. You better be sure that you do what you must. You better be sure that you retire before you try to get to a playoffs point, before the season even starts. You better be sure that you're still gonna host Jeopardy. You better be sure that this is gonna be your last season in the NFL with the Packers. And if you want to move on with the Packers, I'm not gonna say free agent or just say maybe move on for the Packers or trade. I would just tell you that's it for you. Final current call for you, Aaron Rodgers. If you can't win the Super Bowl, if you can't become a two-time Super Bowl MVP, that's that. So, Aaron Rodgers, you got decisions you got to make, and that's that for you. So, you better be sure you make good on that. You better be sure on that, everybody. So that's all I'm saying that. And then said they're going to try to lock and load over the park. all Disney World. But oh my goodness, so he could do. He may probably do so in chance to win another Super Bowl and to become a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. It could happen like that, but he may not get there. He may not get there. He may not get back there. Is what I should say. I mean, everyone, he still got there, but he doesn't have much left in him. So that's almost saying to everybody. So another one you should know. Also, another topic I want to address, by the way. Oh, I want to wish happy birthdays out to Marco Rossi of Metal Slug, Reggie Ugami of King of Fighters, Allison Williams, Ron Perlman, Hannah Marks, Ty Dolla $ign, Jessica Vanessa. Let's see, Lotta Lika, Camelo, Aaron Alicia, Barnett, Julia Rose, Hunter Pence. You got Uno the Activist, Kelly Giddish, Carmen Carrera, Al Green, Ganon, Carrie Rhea. Let's see Adriana, Michelle, Josh Gordon, Lorenzo Kane, Becco Knock, Letitia, Buford, Arian Reinhardt, Hannah Pilks, Glenn Howerton, Sylvie Mize, Colleen Klinkenbeard, Baron Davis, Dylan Penn, Montserrat Oliver, Vanessa Hansen, Brian Scott. You got let's see, Remarkable and Harrison Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, put the wishes, put the Twitter. That's all I got to do just for now. That's all I got to say there, everybody. So, message out there, everybody, and that's all there is to it. And yeah, that's all there's to know about on that note. So, that's all there is to know on that, everybody. And yeah, I'm pleased about that. And yep. So if that's anybody that wishes special about Twitter, but it's going to do this for now. That's all I got to say about on that note. Another news I want to get into, by the way, that let's see. Crimson Hawk Riot Ranger, aka Riot Ranger, and Blue Phoenix Ranger, Chun-Li Ranger. They're returning for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Street Fighter crossover, much like a Legacy Wars. It was really good, by the way. So that's the best you get there. I can tell you that. So check out the trailer, everybody. Check that out. So that's all there is you got to know on that. And that's the best you get there, everybody. That's all there's you got to know. So another more toward there, everybody. That's all I got to say on that. So another more toward everybody on that note. And yeah, best you get there. So look forward to that, everybody. Looking forward to it. Also, guys, NXT has moved to Tuesday nights. Tonight. Yes. Tonight, everybody. NXT is moving to Tuesday nights. Starting tonight on USA Network, everybody. That's all I got to say there, everybody. Also, guys, another news that the Nats defeated the Cardinals 5-2. The Yankees defeated the Blue Jays 3-1. So, best you get there, but that's all I was going to say there, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do right there for the Khalil Sports Report. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Report YouTube channel, Facebook, by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me comments to your thoughts and your responses on the Wolves, Wild, and the Wolves, Wild, and the Twins can't postpone the games because of the shooting death toll that happened to Daunte Wright. By the way, let me know what repercussions can be taken. Let me know if other teams are going to take legal action. Let me know whether sure. I will definitely just want to share about it on that note. That's all I got to say on that, everybody. Use the hashtag Justice for Daunte Wright. Please be sure you do so on that, everybody, in the comments down below. Be sure to send me comments, your tweets, your reactions, your thoughts, your responses of the Knicks defeating the Lakers, by the way. Will end 96, and that's the biggest win in their career. I can tell you that. Biggest win they're defeating the NBA champs. The best news yet. There, music to my Richard is, by the way. Let me know if you think the Knicks are going to be the sleeper team. Let me know about that. Let me know if the Knicks are going to make it to the playoffs. Let me know if you think the Knicks are going to make it to the NBA Finals and probably win the NBA Finals. Let me know about the shirt. I'll just about sure. You think the Knicks are going to be able to pull that off in the NBA Finals against the Lakers? Get another big win in their career. Let me know what the comments down below. Because the Knicks are playing pretty good so far. I'll tell you that. The Knicks are for real, guys. They're for real. They're for real, everybody. Knicks right now, they're looking pretty good. They're unstoppable. I'll tell you that. With Julius Randle, don't disappoint. I'll tell you that. What are your thoughts on the Mullen PD investigating an incident involving a black high school football player that was being racially discriminated because he was forced to sit in the locker for banana peels? What are your thoughts about that? Let me know if those individuals should be arrested and charged. Let me know about the Schroder response, everybody. Your thoughts on Walter McCarty being accused of sexual assault and misconduct, by the way? What are your thoughts? What repercussions can be taken against him? Let me know if he's going to have an arrest warrant. Let me know about that Schroder response. Everybody comes down below. He does a Yu Chang calling out racist anti-Asian social media hate messages, by the way, after an era in the Cleveland Indians lost to the White Sox. Let me know about that. I'll just what do you thoughts on the Sixers defeating the Mavs by 113-95 last night? Thoughts about that? I'll just Sherman. So there's you got knowing that. Senior brother wishes out to Marco Rossi of King of Metal Slug, Raji Ogami of King of Fighters, Allison Williams, Ron Perlman, Hannah Marks, Ty Dolla $ign, Baron Davis, Dylan Penn, and all the others out there. Senior brother wishes special tweets him so I could do better. So there's you doing that. Your thoughts exactly on let's see. Sorry, I forgot this one other thing. Nick Chubb, he's debuting Chubb Crunch, everybody. It's a new show. It's gonna be coming up it's gonna be hitting stores pretty soon. He's only doing this for a certain cause or a certain charity. First candle or SIDS, by the way, which is exactly sudden infant death syndrome, by the way. It's now this is however to this is called to now first candle is going to combat SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, by the way, when he lost his son. So this is probably a game changer, which it is. So that's all there is to knowing that, and that's all there's I got to say on that, everybody. So on that note, so that's all there's for that, everybody. On that note, so looking forward to that, and that's the best yet there. So that's all there's for that. Also, guys, Kevin James is going to be playing Sean Payton in the in a film called Home Team. So he does about that, but I'm not sure. That's all there is you got to know, and that's the message yet there. And that's all there is you got to know. I'll be with breaking news in terms of updates, storms, and a whole lot more in the Khalil sports when everything's sports related, everything there is you got to know. So everybody take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye-bye.